Hey guys, my name is Seniac, and whoa, we just started the episode right now with a straight up issue. Trains are mutually blocked. Hey guys, my name is Seniac, and welcome back to the episode of Transport Fever 2, where we are building the biggest and best transportation company in the whole of Australia. Now, last episode, before we got into this little issue right now, we did a lot of work to kind of do a lot of stuff with bringing more goods here, there, and everywhere and setting up more transportation lines. And I even replaced all of my steam trains with brand new, beautiful diesel trains. Now, I have a confession. You'll notice that the date at the bottom right is maybe a little bit different to where we ended it last episode. And that's because I'm a damn fool. I forgot to save the game. So what I'm about to do is replicate all the work I did last episode before this episode to record this episode, and hope you guys weren't going to notice, but turns out no, because things are very, very different. Some of the cities are demanding some different goods that didn't happen in last episode, and as you can see, I've got issues that didn't happen in last episode, but we towered through it. What I've done is I've replicated everything I did. The only difference is right now is Newcastle is demanding goods it wasn't once doing. Sydney wanted goods, but Sydney no longer needs those goods. It's now Newcastle, but that is the only difference. And of course, we've got a little bit of an issue. Now, we have a problem over here, and that is the fact that that train is way too long for this signal. Now, that's a bit of a pain for me. It is a bit of a pain for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete the little crossroads just here. Delete that little signal just there. And see if I can implement the crisscross here. Now, I should be able to squeeze it in here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not, boys. Right to there. I made it a little bit longer this time. There we go. Signal as close as you can get it, and the signal there as close far out as you can get it. Now, I'm not saying that is going to fix things, but that should be a little bit longer. There we go, where the trains will no longer crisscross one another. Oh, the pains. Anyway, boys, welcome back to another episode. So we need to do a lot of stuff right now. Things are going pretty well, and we are carrying more passengers than we've ever seen before. Now, this line, the Adelaide to Newcastle one right now, we do have 2 trains on it, but I don't know whether we need to implement more trains on them. The trains are pretty filled to the brim right now. I don't know whether we need a 3rd train on there. I'm going to give that a little bit of time, because I've only recently just put the 2nd train on it. So we'll kind of just see how we get along with that. But yeah, boys, we still got lots of stuff we need to get done. So I think first things first then, let's talk about what we're going to do this episode. Now, I want to look at Tasmania. There's been a lot of comments recently going, yo, Seniac, give Tasmania some love. And just like the Australians, I kind of forgot Tasmania exists. Roasting the Australians right now. So we're going to get Devonport and Hobart all set up. Now, what I'm going to do is, for the first time ever, we're going to implement ships in our company. And I'm going to set up a nice little port in Melbourne, which we can bring the goods down to Melbourne, which they'll transfer over to the port wherever we pull it. Bring the ships over to drop them off, and I think we'll just utilize a road to connect Hobart and Devonport up, so we can then utilize ships for passengers, cargo, and then we'll do a nice little bus route from Devonport to Hobart and a cargo route between the two to distribute the goods nice and evenly. Now, we're going to require food, machines, and tools, which is something that we are producing everywhere, so it's going to be fairly easy to get done. And we need to make sure that we kind of set up our port just nice as well. Now, I've got a good location for it. It makes it a little bit difficult because of the bridge. I won't be able to bring ships underneath it, unfortunately. But I can kind of set the port up just here, which will work out the same as well. We got a bus route there, and I'm hoping it's close enough that it will connect to the train station. If not, there's a few things that we can do to make it connect. So let's just see what we can kind of get up to first. So we'll start with the passenger harbour, because we are going to adjust it anyway. And if I put this here, it doesn't technically connect to my train station. But let me just kind of get this in wherever it will go. Just here. Boom. So what we need to do then is we need to configure this train station. And I'm going to place some buildings on it. Now, if I set up our passenger buildings and put in... Where should I put one? If I just put one just there. Actually, I'll put one at the very end as well. We'll do a smaller one. There we go. And we're going to reclaim some land. So if I go to the flattening and get it to a reasonable height, just go across just here. Right, pause for a minute because they will start to then build. Now, it looks like I'm reclaiming quite a bit, but I'm not, don't worry. I will eventually smoothen it all out. Let me just get a road set up. So I want no ownership on this road whatsoever. I will not pay for maintenance. I am a cheapskate. And bring that just to here. Now, if I do the Bendy Wendy road, this can then connect to here, coming out. Like that. And then I got the option of either connecting up to this, which is not a problem, which I don't think that is then enough. Oh, it is enough to connect up. So the transfer can then happen. Okay, very good, very good, very good. And then what I was going to suggest is just doing a smaller connected road here. Like that. That's fine. So what I'm going to do right now is push back the reclaiming that I've done by smoothing the edges. There we go. There we go. Smoothing all this. Smoothing all of that. Smoothing right down to here. And then that will not only give us an alternative bypassing route for the traffic that used to get backed up here, which kind of still does. It gives an alternative route, an alternative connection. And we have now this accessing more areas as well. So, turns out pretty well in my eyes. Right, let's configure the harbour now then. So, get rid of you. Now, we've got to set this up where we can accept both passengers and cargo. Is what we've got to get done. So if I build that out just there, and if I bulk it a bit more, and then put you here, and then cargo, platform, you here. That is literally all I need it to do. Seriously. Landings both sides, that's all I need it to do to sail over to Tasmania. Now, in terms of Tasmania, we're going to get the road first set up. And we'll start a nice little passenger route to begin with. But also, where I put the harbour needs to connect. So I've got to figure this one out. Right. I might have to chomp this slight little mountain down a little bit. Now, easier said than done, because we've got to smoothen it all. So I might have to flatten it to about this level. So chomp into it slightly. And then we'll do some smoothing. So just get rid of a big bulk of it. Smoothing it all out. Bring this down slightly. Smoothing the little mountain up here out. Because the road's going to have to go quite high up this mountain anyway. I'm just going to smooth this as much as we can. Because the city's going to go for a nice little growth expansion as well. So we got to be wary of what's going on there. In terms of the harbour, it is going to eat in to this no matter what we do. So I'm going to build this just here. And then we need to now try and navigate a road through all of this. So if I build that road there, and then I should be able to connect you into there as a connection, and then this can kind of just run out. No tunnels. If the city wants to grow and expand. This does jump up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to delete huge parts of this city right now for the sake of me getting the landscaping just right. But also it will allow me, the city will be then allowed to grow a lot smoother. I want to bring this down slightly so we can also create the crossy connections. So that will go here. Now I don't know if the city will grow this way. I'm not too sure how it's going to want to kind of play out. But I'm trying my best right now to bring this down as much as I can. I don't want a tunnel, because I'm trying to get the city to grow. So just to there. This road will then extend up to here. This road will extend up to here. Too much of a slope on that. Oh my goodness me, it really is. It really is a slope there, isn't it? Right, okay. So if I delete you, and delete you. If I get my road coming back out to... Hang on, I gotta delete that now, don't I? Right, delete please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so if I bring this up to here, as high as it allow me to, and if I connect you, I was kind of hoping for a straightish line. How am I going to do this? Why is this not playing ball? Is it because the mountain's just that big and ridiculous? I think that might be the case. It's just too ridiculous, that mountain. Yeah, because now it's completely fine. Right, there we go. So I've kind of preempted where the city would like to grow. It's just then down to them whether they want to do it or not. So let me just smoothen all of this around the edges now. And there we go, there we go, there we go. Smoothie, smoothie, boys. Smoothie, smoothie. So that is probably as good as you're going to get it while building on a hill. It's probably as good as you're going to get it. So we now need the... I'll delete this road here because we'll utilize that to be the road that then goes off and connects to the other town. So bring you out, up and around. And then where are we bringing this road into? Where's the... I mean, it doesn't really matter about the center point, but I think I will come off this. There we go. And then get you to connect up to there. Get rid of the bridge. That's all it needs to do. There's nothing crazy, nothing unique. I don't need to over-engineer anything on that road. Simple, right? Simple and hopefully effective. So we're gonna then place in, building-wise, because another reason why I flattened this so much is because I need a truck stop, sorry. Road, no tram track on the truck stop. And I need to place this in. Problem is, I'm going to need a little bit more space to utilize. So we might have to kind of flatten this slightly out here to create a little bit of a basin for my truck stop. Where is it? Where's it gone? Building-wise. And I'll put it on a diagonal. That kind of sounds or looks pretty cool. Make it a little bit longer. Because this is where all the goods are going to get dropped off when the ship comes across. So I'll just configure it a little bit more. Put in a little bit more cargo. That will do. That will do. And then smoothen it. There we go. Right, so this touches the whole of the town anyway. Borderline, I should say. Borderline. So that will then just technically just drop off there. Then the goods that get dropped off here will then go to the other town. So let me just configure this. And makes no difference to put an extra one of those in. Passenger landing. Can I squeeze it in the middle? I don't think it's going to work. If I do that there and then cargo here, and then do the landing either side. Sorted, mate. That is then sorted. So I can bring ships back and forth. Right, let's just drop then in terms of vehicles, then a truck and load stop. So mainly all the goods are going over here. So I will drop you just there. Is that too high to drop down? Yeah, that's way too high to drop down. But there's got to be a way in which the streets can forge a connection like that. Simple, mate. Simple. Right. Oh, hang on. No. We need then the bus stop stuff, don't we? So bus stop. So let's start, for example, here. We'll go to here. We'll bring it round to a stop just up there. So it's giving us max coverage and a stop there as we then just leaving out. All the way down to a stop. Let's just stay here. There. Going right down. Do it there. Here. Bam. And then just as we're about to leave and exit out, stop as we enter this area here. And then just there. So, new line. Bam. 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 Bam, 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 bam. Let me get right in. Bam. And then all done. I'm going to call this the Tasmania bus. Because that's literally what it is. It's our Tasmania bus route. So this will carry the passengers back and forth between the two towns. Then you'll really see it take huge advantage when we get a passenger shipping route to Melbourne. That's when you see the big changes then get implemented. So where can I implement the road depot? Just there. We'll buy a couple of buses because I can see it being quite busy. We'll actually just buy 2 to begin with. And then on the Tasmania bus route, press play. That will then do its thing. So I've got to then set up the cargo run for the goods. So if I select here to here, and then we'll name, well, I'll make this blue so it stands out a little bit different, and I'll call this the Hobart Tools Machines, because that's literally what it will be. And I don't need to do a vehicle route for Devonport because the goods will already just get dropped off there. And Tools and Machines, is there a vehicle that can do both? Yeah, one of these could do it. So I reckon, what does it hold? It holds 32. I'll just buy 1 for it now. Where is it? Hobart. But the problem is right now, it has no goods coming over. So this is where the rest of this now comes into play. Now, this reaches the majority of the town anyway. Clips the industry, but I'm hoping the industry will grow a bit more. So let's do a new line. Passenger to passenger first is what we'll do. And we'll call this Melbourne. Make sure I spell Melbourne right. Melbourne to Devon. I can't even spell Devonport right, can I? Yeah, that's what it's going to be, right? Melbourne to... And I'll make it bright pink. Yeah. That's all it needs to be. And that'll be for our passenger. We need a shipping yard now, don't we? Shipyard. Is it better to put it here or over near Melbourne? Probably on the outskirts of Melbourne. That'll do us just fine. Now, passenger-wise, I could go hovercraft, which is small, cheap to run, because I ultimately don't know how many passengers we're going to get. So if I just buy 1 hovercraft, and we can utilize this as being the test run to see what the demand will be from how many passengers want to get to and from Tasmania to mainland Australia. Yeah. And I'm going to set up another route and do cargo to cargo. And I'm going to call it the Tasmania Mania. How do I spell Mania? Mania Shipping is what I'm going to call it. That's easy enough to understand, isn't it? We know what that means. It means it's shipping all the goods over. I'd make that orange so it also stands out. And I just need a ship that, in terms of cargo, can carry everything. How much capacity would I need? I'm not sure. I might just go for this tugboat here. Oh, wait, hold on. No. I needed to carry... It doesn't require fuel or anything like that. So, yeah, it can be that boat. So, that's okay. So all I've got to do right now then is bring the goods down. Now, we technically already have, right, a train to Melbourne, which is bringing tools, which that will bring the tools to Hobart. Hobart. Is it Hobart or Hobart? Now, the tools come from over here, so I'm going to assume that this right now, in terms of suppliers, no, consumers, yes, Hobart has now on the list, which that train that goes to Melbourne, tools, we're going to make a little bit bigger. Because it now needs to carry more goods than it originally could carry. So, a 160 capacity. Let's do a 200 capacity. 200 capacity. So I'll bring more goods down. But that's the only thing that already comes to Melbourne that needs to go to Tasmania. So we need machines as the next one. We have a machine. Oh, that's actually interesting because this machines plant does struggle to produce a lot of goods. Because it doesn't really have that many demand from the customers. So now we're going to have even more demands of 2 more towns and cities. But problem is, boys, I need to get it through here. I already have a line that can utilize that, but it's a single line. Interesting. Interesting stuff, Sayak. Oh no, this could be quite easy if I bring it out and then swoop it into our bypassing route. So the bypassing route for us is the middle one. So this does get a lot more complicated. In terms of lines, there is a line that does run on it. And now all of a sudden I've got to get another line to kind of pass on it as well. So if I came out here, that might be a bit harsh. Right, I might be doing that a little bit harsh right now. Tracks, we need another platform. And then in terms of the train line, yeah, it doesn't need to do how I'm doing it right now. Alright, you go there. And this will run all the way around and then merge in. So that sorts out the Chrissy Crossy in getting down there. If I set up a new line to go from here down to Melbourne to utilize in Melbourne both lines there. This is going to bring the machine, so I'll make it like bright white. Which comes into here, which is completely fine. That should do what I needed to do. Signal-wise, it would go that way. I mean, signals don't really matter at this point. I mean, also not have a signal there, have the signal here. I'm hoping it doesn't interrupt too much of what we've got going on right now. But this needs to bring down machines for 2 towns. So, boxcar. We'll do 100 capacity. This will be on line 1. Which I'm going to call it our Tasmania tools line. We understand it, right? We get what that one line is. So that now has more consumers. It now has Hobart on there. Oh, Hobart now demands fuel. Hobart now demands fuel, which is good. Because Melbourne already gets fuel anyway. Oh, no, it's not good, because now I need a new ship. Right, can I replace that ship? Hold on, replace the ship. Is there a ship that does everything? Newcastle demands food. Okay, this ship here does everything, but it's pretty small. I don't really want a separate ship. Newcastle demands fuel. Didn't it already demand all this stuff? I don't really want to get a separate... I don't want to get that because it's so slow. Right, that line... I'm now going to have to manage vehicles. No, sorry, buy a new vehicle. And now buy the fuel variation of it. Very annoying, but because it demands those goods, it's what I've got to do. The truck on it carries everything. So we should be okay. He says. He says. It's just now a case of waiting for the goods to be dropped off on here. That's bringing machines down for the first time ever. So the machines are now placed over here. Are we saying we got machines before we got tools? Yeah, we haven't had the delivery in tools yet, have we? Interesting. Interesting. So the fuel line then that brings the fuel down here now needs to be bigger, right? I mean, then again, it never maxes out anyway, so it's probably a case of it probably now will. But then again, it doesn't really get all the fuel. Right. Are we... Where's the fuel? The fuel's coming from over here, right? We have a lot here. Where's the... Mount Isa? The trains are on the way. Has it just had a... Yeah, it's just had a delivery. We might need to add a third one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked right now. I'm getting sidetracked. So we're now producing the goods for Tasmania tools, which hilariously, somehow, food is now involved in here. Where's the food come from? And how is food getting here? And who's bringing food? Right, this train here is bringing food. So Mildura machines manage the line. Mildura, you do not pick up food. You want nothing to do with food. That's so funny. It's taking food elsewhere. Right, so we should see the food then disappear. This should then demand more... It's going to need to start demanding more steel. So we'll start seeing more steel being placed for it. So where are we at then? So we've got... Oh no, Devonport does require food. Yeah, but we can set up a separate line that brings food in. So we've got set up now tools coming over. Right. We've got set up machines coming over. There's machines here waiting at the platform. All we're now missing, we got fuel, machines, tools, is just food. Now, food is going to come from over here. But I do feel like this, in terms of consumers, is supplying a lot of places. And it's going to have to supply one more for now. So this is our Tasmania food line. Make it orange. Buy a train for it. You know the rules. 60 capacity. Tasmania food. Now all the... Well, I say all. The two towns now have all the goods that they could require being sent over here. Wow, look at this, boys. I built these 4 squares, or these 6 squares, and they're already filled them up. Right. Devonport has had a supply of tools come in recently. Hobart has had nothing yet. but the truck is delivering for the first time ever a set of machines. Sorry, when I say tools, I meant machines. Right, this is bringing over right now no fuel. That has just picked up some tools and machines. So you just now got to give it time. Right, we need another hovercraft by the looks of it. So I'll just get a second one for now. Is it making much money, that hovercraft? Yes, it's making profit. That's great. That's great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. So yeah, the fuel plant, the machine plant, the tool plant, and the food plant are all now going to have an increase in custom. Especially this machine plant, it needs more steel. Right, 48 steel's now being delivered. We could do with more coal coming over here. So what's up with the coal trains? I might manage both of these vehicles. I could add a third one on, or I can increase the capacity in which they carry. You know what? I'm going to add a third vehicle on. Because it is heavily being outweighed by the ore delivery. But what I could also do to make sure that we got an adequate amount of coal. Oh, no, that doesn't reach all of them. Right, okay. Cargo buildings. Add you at the very end. Wait, still doesn't reach? Now it does. So it's got a third one, just in case it, you know, having 3 trains at that capacity does suck these 2 dry. At least we've got that third one to kind of take the hit. Now, how is Mildura doing? Because I know it flicked out of tools and bricks being delivered. And if you go to your cargo building wise, you can kind of see. Actually, let me. Where's the goods? You can see here that it doesn't touch the 2 brick buildings. You can see the 2 brick buildings here, construction materials, I should say. It doesn't touch them, so technically it's not getting any construction materials delivered. Tool-wise, the 2 tool ones are there, so it is getting tools delivered, and the other ones are okay. So it's not actually technically getting bricks delivered. And that should represent itself in the form of here, yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up building a truck station, which I'll put the station just here. No, I'll pull it over here. And then a truck and load stop. I'm going to throw in just there. It's a really, 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 really short distance. I'll make this blue so it stands out. And we'll call it Mildura Truck. Because then, again, we know what that means. And then that will trick the game into thinking it's got the station's got a larger reach than what it actually has. Right, the vehicle road depot is over here. I just need to make sure I do a truck that can carry everything, which this electric one's going to be fine. It's also low running costs. So Mildura Truck, which will then trick it into thinking, okay, now we can actually deliver bricks. And when I say bricks, I mean construction materials. Which will give it a second customer, which then this would demand more stone, and then hopefully then eventually level up. Wagga Wagga bricks. Wait, hold on. Wagga Wagga bricks? There's no consuming from Wagga Wagga. Is this the same issue as well? This most likely is the same issue. It's not reaching the bricks. Wow, it's on the cusp of reaching the bricks. That's kind of annoying. But we know what we can do, and it's a simple and easy and effective way of implementing a cheap line to make a few extra pennies. So if I put this over here where it still reaches the train station, because this game is based on distances. The longer the distance it travels, the more money you make. So if I was to put this, for example, over here, that distance will be a pretty penny. Make it blue so it stands out. And wagga 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 truck. And then vehicle depot. Just buy that cheap electric one. And again, it then tricks the game into thinking it can then deliver bricks, which we should see that construction plant really like ramping up its production now. So consumers, we should see Wagga Wagga appear in just a minute. Providing I did it all correct. Where is it? Yeah, that comes in and it does connect to that. That reaches that region there. So yeah, we should see then the consumer number increase, unless we have to wait slightly. I'm not sure now what we're waiting for. We're still waiting. Why is this consume? Oh, we have to wait for the Where's it gone? Do we have to wait for the truck to kind of complete a loop to know that it can do that? I can't quite remember how this game, like the logistics or the logic works in that sense. We'll find out now. We'll find out now, boys. Loop-de-loop. So nothing yet. It can carry bricks, right? I'm not going crazy on that. Yeah, it carries all cargo. So what's the dealio then, boy? Where's me Wagga Wagga bricks? Here's the Wagga Wagga train. Going for 000 Wagga Wagga bricks. I'm not sure with that. I'm going to give that a little bit of time to kind of go through it and see what happens. So, cargo on the way. It's bringing food and machines. This is the fuel one, which has bought 0 fuel yet. That's actually a good point. It's bought 0 fuel. My truck can carry fuel, can't it? It should do it. Does all cargo. So where's my fuel? Over here. Hobart's on there. Could just not be in that cycle yet. What's going on? Have I done something wrong? This should be working. Right, I'm going to move this a bit closer just in case something's messed up. And then this line goes from there instead. We know that is connected to bricks. It couldn't be any more within the bricks if I tried. I'm just wondering if that was not close enough, technically. What is going on? Yeah, that's within the bricks. Be a consumer! What is going on with that? I have no idea what's going on with that right now. Anyway, oh my goodness, these Hobart right now, hold on, charts has literally more than doubled in the short time and distance and space. Devonport has almost tripled in size. Holy smokes. Are we okay with the... I don't think the buses is okay at the minute, is it? No, we have to get a few more buses on the go. Because them are being slightly overloaded. I think the second hovercraft was okay for the Tasmania side, but I think a train just arrived on the Melbourne side. Right, this is bringing back tools and machines this time. This is still not bringing any fuel back. But I mean, the issue would be, does this here reach the fuel place? Yes, it does. So, Oh no, there's a fuel wait. There's fuel waiting there. There's actually 9 waiting. So that will get utilized next as well. Okay, sweet, 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 sweet. We're getting somewhere, boys. We are getting somewhere. So I can only assume that the bus route around here is going to be a bit busy right now in Melbourne, because that is the main switch between the two. So I might implement 2 more buses just to kind of help us out. I can't believe Melbourne's grown all the way up to here as well. We might have to add an additional stop. So building wise, truck. I don't want truck, I want passenger. Oh no, something's happened. Right, 1 second, I'll fix it. Melbourne bus managed line. So this is Church Street to Green Street. So Church Street to Green Street. We had another stop inside to go up to there. Give us a little bit more coverage. Right, where's the issue? Trains here. Now, you're trying to go out, so why didn't you switch? Hold on. Ah! Still makes no sense. I think that could be the case of you need your signals here and here for the bypassing. That was a weird one, wasn't it? That really was a weird one. Okay. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. So shipping's going really well. I don't know if these ship lines will even make money. I tell a lie. The fuel one's definitely going to take a while to make cash. It is bringing some back. For the first time ever, it's about to drop off some fuel. Now, the trucking route does make good cash, but the problem is there's a lot waiting there, so it might be a good idea for me to add a second truck, because those trucks only carry 32 at a time. So that line's making cash. The Tasmania bus route is making sweet cash as well. So those new lines, 90% of them are making good cash. Now, we had... Oh, Newcastle was demanding stuff, and now it's no longer demanding anything. Absolute noobs. Absolute noobs right there. Mildura, are you now getting... Yeah, you're now getting your bricks. I bet you Wagga Wagga's not getting any bricks. No. What do I have to do? Wagga Wagga bricks. Wait. Wait. That's the wrong... Oh, you idiot, Soniac. It had the wrong carriages on. You idiot. You absolute buffoon, Seniac. Right, now it's got the right ones on. I'll give it a minute. I'll give it a minute, and then we should see it change. Is this the train? This is Newcastle Bricks. Wait, hold on. This is Newcastle Bricks? Wait, I've still done the wrong train, haven't I? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha, I know what I'm doing. Ha 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 ha. How can I laugh at myself and say I did the wrong one, I'm an idiot, and then go and put the wrong one on as well? Consumers, oh, look at that. Now Wagga Wagga's appeared. Shut up. I don't want to hear about that, okay? I don't want to hear about that in the comment section. Shut up right now. Shut up. Right, anyway, before you guys rudely interrupted me. Right, we might need a third hovercraft. Because these peeps are not getting transported as quick as I would like. Bow. So let's get a third one on the go. I know it's only adding an extra 60 capacity on, but there will be eventually a moment where it does flatline. So you gotta make sure you got the right capacity for all of this. Right, is this upgraded? I think this has gone up a level, I'm not too sure. It is demanding more steel. Is this getting... Yeah, this is now getting more coal, because we've upped the coal deliveries. Which is pretty nice. The Mildura Machines one is where we are seeing more stuff get onto it, and the Mildura Steel. That's this line. What's the other line then? Oh, that's the machines going back and forth. Wait, hold on. Why that delivering... Wait. Manage a line. No, you don't pick any of this stuff up. Oh, snap. You're just doing machines. Please. Please. It's taking all goods all over the place. Because it can. Which I do find hilarious. Right, do we need more buses? I added an additional 2 buses on. And they're already maxed out. So I'm going to add a 5th bus on. It is, I mean, if we are increasing the hovercraft numbers, you've got to increase the bus numbers as well. That's what you've got to do. Right, okay. Hopefully it's all now going to plan. We've really upped the sizes of these towns and stuff like that. It would be a good idea to maybe help out with the future expansions. I think it would be a good idea. I mean, this used to be a country road, take me home, but now it's just getting even bigger and bigger. We could slightly flatten lands to start figuring out how we can reclaim to build upon them. But it does get quite difficult. We're trying to plan all this out. But I'll let the game decide. Oh, there you go. It already decided for us. I wonder if a road can maybe... just connect down to there. I'm going to slightly help these guys out with the growth. You should see a few things coming from this. bring those roads out, you might see a few buildings build on the side. Yeah, like that there. Right. Just doing what I can, guys. Just doing what I can. Oh, dear God. It's getting even bigger and bigger and bigger. This is going to quadruple in size, Devonport. It really is. I wonder if Melbourne's kind of had a growth spurt because of what's going on recently. It's on an upwards turn, but it's been going upwards anyway. Right, this line should be now making even more cash, which it is. And yeah, the numbers are starting to dwindle a little bit, so interesting. This Wagga Wagga line, Adelaide to Wagga Wagga, we're going to add a second train on it. Because it is getting more busy right now with the Tasmania route. And how is this line up here? Oh no, that's part of the one I've just selected. This line. We're going to add... I want to say an extra 2 trains are needed, but we'll do 1 first. And just see what happens from this. Canberra's so busy because it's coming back from these 2 towns completely full. So an additional train there will help us out. And our high-speed line, how is this doing right now with our 2 high-speed trains? The finances are great on that. They really are good. And how's it looking over here? So high-speed... Oh, wow. Okay, so... Right, we'll add an extra train on it. It's just getting more busier, boys. Just getting more busier by the day. Right, we'll add another train on this one. No depot found. What are you talking about? Oh, this is the issue I had last episode. I remember this issue right now. I remember it. This is one thing I forgot to do. We've got to electrify. I think. Yeah. I remember having that issue. I remember having it now. Oh no, still no. Oh, that... Oh my goodness me. Wait, what am I now missing? The crisscross is done, right? Oh, that's high speed. I'm an idiot. That's high speed. Shut up. I don't want to hear it, guys. This is the episode where Senex's an absolute idiot. Shut up, UFOs. Leave me alone. This is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying. Now, do we reclaim a little bit of land for Perth right now into the ocean a little bit to maybe make it grow a bit more? Surely it's got to be like reaching a limit. Yeah, well, it's going to start plateauing shortly. All right, we've got the additional high-speed train on the go. Not high-speed train, sorry. We have got an additional high-speed train, but we've also got the one that goes through to Carnarvon to Esperance. Here's one of the high-speed trains. That line makes good cash. It's going to make even more cash right now. Right. Very good. Very, very good. So I think we'll kind of bring it to an end here, boys. There's still a lot of work we've got to get done. But we're going to give these trains time to now circulate on those passenger routes and see how we get on from those. It's Canberra is the biggest problem we're facing right now with needing that additional train. But there's one over here that is going to be on the way back shortly. It fills up with 39 people. And then going back this way, 28, which would then allow us to take at least over 150 People going that way. I think it's just picked up, hasn't it? No. So that'll take a nice little chunk out. How is this now doing? It's now leveling up finally after we figured out for so long that we had the wrong carriages on the train. And it wants a lot of the goods for Wagga Wagga. So that was quite important that we did get that up and running. Which it will then start demanding more stone, and we can start to see more stone on the platforms. Where's Wagga Wagga down here? There's a couple of goods on the platform itself that are being picked up. So we're seeing additional benefits, not just the construction materials for that truck. This ship, which is carrying all the goods, finances, last 3 years it's made a profit. That year not so much, but it is working out really well. This carrying the fuel, I don't think we'll ever make a profit on that, and we're only really fueling at 5 buildings at max. But it needs it, so we're going to bring it over. We are going to bring it over. The passenger line between the two, how's this looking right now? That's looking pretty fine. The finances are going through the roof. And the bus routes over here, we probably need some more buses. So manage the vehicles. I'm going to add 2 more buses on them. That will eat through that deficit. The truck in question in terms of finances, that's doing really well as well. Is there a lot of goods over here? Oh, actually, I need to look at it's the line is the different one. The finance on the line. Manage vehicles. We'll probably duplicate 2 more, because it is looking pretty busy as well. So apart from that, Tasmania is looking pretty great. Now, have we had any record income monies lately? So our biggest one is the year we've literally just had, if we go through all of it. And we've just had an income, not profit guys, income of $758 million. 758 million in income. Now, we've increased the amount of trains we've got on the go. We are going to have to fine-tune a lot more stuff. We're going to be pushing $1 billion income in a single year shortly. And I'm all here for that. Guys, we're going to end it here. Hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.